Hello! So today I'm going to talk about all about myself. So let me introduce myself. I am Larissa Narayanan, 19 years old. I live in Barangay Alang-Alang, Mandaue City, Cebu. And I am a mixed race, as you can see. I am half Filipino and half Singaporean Indian. However, I was born and raised here in Cebu. I am an only child and I spent my 6 years of high school and senior high school in St. Louis College, Cebu in Magikay, Mandaue City. And for my likes and dislikes, I am a very curious person, so I do develop a lot of hobbies that I cannot keep up with. For example, I love everything in color red except for blood. I like K-pop, cooking, reading books, traveling, playing badminton, immersing myself in music, exploring new things, and meeting new people of different races and culture. I also I also like getting praise whenever I do a good job and many more. For my dislike, I dislike plenty of things that I can only remember a few. For example, like I don't like making enemies, doing wrong to others, and I am also very picky with food. I do dislike plenty of foods like lady's finger, something sour, not cooked, and unhealthy like street foods. So, why UC Banilad? So, why did I choose UC Banilad? I chose UC Banilad after a lot of thoughts and weighing the pros and cons. My ideology was that if I can be on the first or the top one school here in Cebu, if I can be in the best school, then I can be in the second or third best as long as it's in the top three. So I did my research, and then the University of Cebu has a high passing rate in the board exams, which is truly commendable, even if I do not belong to that group. And as I am an only child, permitting me to commute is very hard decisions for my parents. And since UC Manila was more accessible before, it's more less crowded and less prone to flooding, I chose to start my college journey here. And why did I took up this course among all courses available? So my father raised me as a person who does not want to be tied up in the corporate world. So I always like to have broader perspective of what's in front of me. Although I can tell that I am made for the business world and not others, I have never fancied other professions that I'm not good at, like medicine, arts, and etc. If I believe that I am made for the business world, then I should take advantage of it. I was supposed to take up I was supposed to major in economics, but economics is not an easy course to find here in Cebu, and that's why I decided to take up business administration. So, with my family's support and God's grace, of course, I will be following the right career path for me. Besides, I don't want to make things hard for myself, suffer and be, and I don't want to suffer and be a slave to the corporate world. That's why I took Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. It is a flexible program that fits perfectly with my ideology, and yet it shouldn't be underestimated. I say that there is a unique beauty to this course that I am yet to discover in the future. So, what is my short-term plan after 5 years? So goals are necessary for development, right? It is the driving force that makes a person eager to achieve something for the greater good. I say that people with no goals aren't also a bad thing. Going with the flow of life might lead you to something big we really don't know, or at worst, destructive. So mapping a goal gives us an advantage in moving forward and staying on track. I say that my short term plan after 5 years, aside from graduating, is to get a job and take a year off if the situation permits me to do so. Rest, because rest is important for recuperation. I plan to work for a while to gain experience so that it will be easier for me to find new work after my rest rather than being inexperienced. I did think of looking for employment overseas, but it's not my priority as my family is here in Cebu. How, However, it would be best to build a foundation rather than to go straight to the bait. That's why I want to grow my professional career here in the Philippines first. And I see myself making small investments that would be a good start building my foundation for my future. So, what is my long term goal in life, and how do I see myself in the next 20 to 25 years from now? One of my very long term goals is building a business. Since I want to be a boss and I don't want to be tied up in the corporate world, I want to retire early, so I need to have my own business. I see myself being more financially stable, making a lot of money and retiring, as what I have mentioned earlier. Building a family is definitely not what I foresee myself as of the moment or in the next 20 to in the next 20 to 25 years rather. I would also like to help charities and people in need because I am naturally a generous person like my mom. I also see my future looking back to my past self and saying, I did a good job as I have achieved all my aspirations. I am aware that life is full of surprises. That is why I'm preparing myself to not be disappointed and expect something unexpected for better or for worse. Thank you.